Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the virtual press conference of the all-new 911 Turbo S.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host and Porsche brand ambassador, Mark Webber.
Passion, performance, pure emotion. That is what Porsche stands for. Normally, I'd be greeting you from the Geneva International Motor Show. However, the spread of the coronavirus has caused us to change our plans. That's why you see me here today in the Porsche Design Studio. It's a special building for special cars. This is creatively where all of our cars are born. The blueprint for all iconic Porsche design is the 911, the world's most recognizable sports car. Today, the flagship of that line takes center stage. I'm excited, Porsche are excited. This outstanding product is going to take us into the new decade.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Porsche 911 Turbo S.
Well, there she is, the new 911 Turbo S. Please welcome to the stage the man who continues to make cars like this possible for our great brand. It's the CEO of Porsche, Oliver Blumer. Good morning, Mark. Hey, Oliver, how are you? Another special day for us, Oliver, here at Porsche. What does it mean to you personally to have a brand new car again going for us?
First of all, it's a big moment for Porsche and especially for me to present the icon of our brand, the new 911 Turbo S.
What did it represent for us? What is the essence of this car?
It's powerful, it's elegant, it's efficient, and overall it's completely cool. Yeah. That's what the 911 Turbo S stands for.
Numbers. We love numbers at Porsche. As a racing fan, I love numbers too. Give me some of the headline figures that this car has been able to achieve.
All right, some facts. Beginning with power, 650 PS. That's 70 PS more than the generation before. Yeah. It sprints from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in only 2.7 seconds. And at the end, a top speed of 330 kilometers per hour.
Absolutely.
Fantastic values for the new generation.
Extraordinary numbers. I know you've got some other key points to mention. I'll leave you to it for a second. I'll come back. Thank you.
The first 911 Turbo was a real sensation in the 70s. And with each new generation, we are taking it one step further. Make it sharper in design, faster, and more efficient. The Turbo is part of our DNA. It embodies the core brand values of Porsche: dynamics, power output, and speed. And it is a real all-rounder, perfectly balancing performance and everyday usability. That's always a big challenge during development. The product strategy matches our brand profile and core competencies. It is sporty, flexible, and sustainable. Therefore, we focus on emotive combustion engines, dynamic plug-in hybrids, and innovative electric sports cars. With electric cars and hybrids, we avoid local emissions. Their share of market will continue to grow. By 2025, half of all new Porsche cars will be electrified. At the same time, we are optimizing our petrol engines. With each new generation, they are becoming more efficient. This also applies to sports cars such as the Turbo S. Last year, we launched the Taycan, our first fully electric Porsche. In doing so, we took a big step towards our sustainability goals. Sustainability today represents an important purchase reason, one that is just as important as the brand, the product, and the design. That is what our customers see as added value. Sustainability is therefore an important pillar in our strategy. The Taycan is a successful example, driving with zero local emissions in an all-electric sports car. The production is zero emission at our new Taycan factory. And not only there, in the past 5 years, we have reduced CO2 emissions at all Porsche production facilities by an impressive 75% per car. And because we look at the entire value chain, we also set our clear sustainability guidelines for our suppliers. So, ladies and gentlemen, Porsche is taking responsibility for society and the environment. At the same time, we are driving dreams from the racetrack to the road. This is what Porsche makes unique and also a really cool brand. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Oliver. Well, I'd now like to talk to a man who has helped really shape the new 911 Turbo S. He's a real racer. He was in charge of the GT Motorsport for Porsche for a long time. And for the past year, he's headed up the 718 and the 911 sports car model lines. Please welcome Frank Stefan Walliser.
Hi, Mark.
Frank,
Morning.
good to see you. Porsche connoisseurs, they will know you from the racetrack, very successful there. We're lucky at Porsche to now have you helping us with our street cars. Do you miss racing?
Yeah, for sure. Well, what should I say? You know, motorsport is a passion, and it's nothing you just easy get over. So I consider myself to still have the bug.
Yeah.
But the new role, for sure, is definitely the coolest job we have within Porsche. It's a challenge, for sure, but it's also a big honor to do it. And my key learnings from motorsport, what is respect the competition, effort equals result, and never ever give up, is something I can really use in my daily life. And so I stand for to continue our road to bring racing technology to the street.
Totally agree with that. We have built a lot of amazing turbo products out of this company here, but how do we continue to push the boundaries? I even am extraordinary. It's amazing how we continue to do it year on year. How do we do it?
Well, the turbo is definitely the biggest challenge we have in R&D to improve this product. What did we do this time? Number one, more power. That's always important for turbo. 70 horses more, something you can feel. We widened a little bit the body in the typical Porsche 911 turbo style. And we improved aerodynamics. Yeah. You can see it here, this typical wide rear fender of the 911 Turbo with the air inlet a little bit in the front. We have two new options. One is a sport exhaust that gives this flavor and tone of the 911 Turbo a little bit more to you, to the driver. We have a new sport chassis, lowers it by 10 mil. And gives you a firmer ride. Very cool option. Yeah. And then the aerodynamics. You can see here these adjustable flaps in the front where we control the airstream through the car. We have a wider wing again. Yeah. Wider wing means more downforce. But the wing is a little bit lighter, so also engineering effort behind that. And we can use it as an air brake.
Extraordinary. A lot of Porsche customers love tradition. You know, we've got the sporties not in question, but also the tradition. So what are we doing to dovetail our sort of efforts towards their appetite towards that?
For us, it's very important that innovation and tradition always comes together. In this case of the Turbo, we introduce a nice leather package with turbo stitching. That is a tribute to the 930, our very first turbo back in 1974.
I must be honest, Frank, I bought one of these cars a long time ago and it's been my daily for a long time. So I want to ask, is it Gran Turismo or is it actually an out-and-out, you know, sports uncompromising machine?
Simple answer, it's a 911 Turbo. So means, I think it's driving machine more than ever before. But this very important part of it, this day-to-day usability, and this is a core discussion in R&D. Every test day, every meeting we're discussing, is this appropriate for a turbo? Must it be more sporty? Day-to-day usability, luggage size, all these things we are discussing. If you're doing a GT3, it's clear this is racetrack, uncompromisingly. A 911 Turbo to keep this nice balance between these two special characteristics of a 911 Turbo, that's the real challenge.
I think we always nail it and do a good job. You've seen some fast race cars, Frank. You've seen some really, really quick street cars. Personally for you, what is the real highlight, I suppose, for this new product?
I think that we really could keep this balance, and the accessibility of this car, of the power, it's 650 horses for a Turbo S. It's really easy to use it, and you have this day-to-day usability. So it's a real 911 Turbo S.
Sensational. Well, Frank, thanks very much for your time here today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here at the Porsche Press Conference. Thanks for your time, and I hope next year you'll once again be able to join us at the Geneva Motor Show as usual. Have a great day.